Hey guys, and welcome back. Thanks for joining us. We are on my Mass Effect server, playing a little Minecraft, as always. Once again, thanks for joining. Plans for this episode. Well, the last one, we finished our vault room with our chests. We finished our sugarcane farm, which took a heck of a ton of materials to get it done, but we got it. So our next plan is to connect the two, and that plan is going to be a minecart track. So off this third level, we have a portal which we're gonna mine through, and it's gonna come to a minecart track which will come out from right here, come this way. It's gonna have a station here for the future build, and then following over to the sugarcane farm. So I did this in a creative save where I connected it all, did all the wiring, and just figured out how I wanted it to look. I'm pretty happy the way it is. And the sun is going down, and the baddies are going to come get us. So let's ender pearl over with no ender pearls. Oh boy, this hasn't started off good. So we'll get back to you in just a second. Well, after a quick battle between me, half a dozen creepers, some spiders, we got back in here. We took a nap, and here we go, daytime. So the majority of the baddies are gone, and here we go. So here is our portal. Above our door, which does need a little bit of housekeeping here. I have this all done up in my creative save of this. So I got my ideas all, almost fell in the minecart. I have my ideas all settled up on that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get started. I'm going to finish this all up here in just a little bit, and then we'll start mining out the tunnel there, and then it's going to protrude to the left and going that way. So in no time, lickety split in a flash, this will be done. Ready, set, go. Well, that was a quick lickety split. Look at this. Done, done, done. All right, so next step is we're going to mine this out. We're going to get our track system set up, and then we'll recap on that. So we got a lot of digging to do. We got a lot of placement of redstone. Might even have to go get redstone. I got to check the vault down below. So I'm going to check on my supplies right now real quick like. And as soon as we get back to that, we're going to start digging a hole up above us and then over. So if you don't know the plan yet, once the track is done, we're going to do a villager breeding area on this side to prepare. Here, let's take a quick little glance over here. I'm going to do a villager breeding facility there to prepare for our villager trading that should take place in our next update. And then once that is completed, I don't know. I haven't got past that yet. I know I want to finish this building here, going up a few more stories, and of course I want to put some more trees in this area because it is a little barren. Well, it's kind of a mini hills mountain biome, so not many trees pop up. So I definitely want to make it a little more homely. I want to dress up that water source right there that was natural. Maybe make a little pond at the bottom. But first off, we want to connect these two buildings together with our third one coming soon, and then dress up the area just a little bit to go forward with that. So without further ado, let's jump back up top here and let's get to work. Well guys, you're never gonna guess what happened. We just had our update TU14, and so we came into our test world, we tested out a bunch of machines we had done, and it broke them. Not bad. I mean, for instance, the tree farm here, there's a few things that the timing is off. One, when the sand is dropping back down, it doesn't have enough time for it to come back down, and when this dirt block actually shuts, so that way you can have access to that. The other thing is just some type of weird block update happening in this general area. That's what I found in my creative save. So I found out, and basically I don't understand why, but if I was to take out and I've tested this a few times, and maybe you guys could figure out, if I take out those blocks there and Let's go get these back here and see if we got any ender pearls on us. We don't. So what'll essentially happen is something was holding memory within this area. I don't know what it could have been, but we went ahead and took that out, and it worked. So we're gonna swing back in over here, replace that, and also let's see if we can get. I don't think we can get over there. Well, let's place any dirt, any disposable income, disposable dirt. That's what we'll call it. Put this here. And actually, so this timing circuit right here needs to be extended by a few ticks. So what I'm going to do is just add 3 to the end there, add 2 more repeaters, maybe a third one, just to give us enough timing to figure that all out. So I'm going to continue with that right now, and hopefully this thing will be working and we won't have to mess with it anymore, because there's actually another redstone device not working. That's our door mechanisms for rail carts. But after some trial and error, we found out that just changing a couple ticks on some repeaters really fixed the situation for that. So really happy with the update. We'll go over some of the details of that later, but I just want to get here, fix the tree farm, and later we'll fix those openings over there on this side and the following side too as well. So here we go. Well, I tell you what, guys, having a creative save of this makes it so much easier to troubleshoot, and having a little hatch here to come down and fix your wiring, oh, it makes it so much easier. So I can't quite see the repeaters, but they're over there. I just had to switch one of them to 1, one of them to 4, and we have our door all fixed up. So what was happening here was this bottom block was not extracting, retracting, one of the two. Before the top one would come out, the bottom one would just stay. Oh, there goes the cart. And as you can see now, it's retracting perfectly fine. You know what? Let's call that cart back, and I'll show you on the other side if it's happening there. Actually, I didn't even check if it was happening there, so this will probably be a good way to find out. So hop into our cart, go for a little ride, and here we go. So the tree farm, good to go. Fixed that delays. We got them rocking and rolling there. Took a little bit of time to figure out just what was happening, and it's working great. Got some wood a little bit earlier. So let's see if this door works for us. Hopefully it opens. We might take some damage, so we'll just leave it up to chance. Wow, this one actually works. So this one is not affected by that little bug. Let's check it by breaking this cart here and cycling door. Yeah, that one works just fine. Perfect. Won't have to do a thing. Well, we're in our main base here, and hello. Do we need anything? We got sheep. Hey, sheep. Good having a sheep party. Iron. You know what? I want to turn on the iron farm because I got another project coming on, and it's going to involve some old pistons, and I believe my pistons are pretty much depleted. Plenty of slime balls for the time being. I gotta spend some time in a slime farm down below, way down in the mine, and kind of clean that up a little bit. Also, I think one of the future projects I want to do here is clean up the end portal area. Now recently I saw a video online, one of the YouTubers out there, Slipgator, pretty cool. The guy's pretty funny to watch. He's got a cool attitude. I'll put a link to his channel in the description below, so you go check him out. But what he did is he took this room and turned it into something pretty awesome, and I want to kind of do the same thing where we got this theme going on now. Look at this end stone. It's kind of flary. It's got that boom in your face look to it. So I think we'll come up with a cool design for making it maybe more evil, if that's a term for it, but something that just looks menacing as you walk in, so when you jump in there, you know where you're going. Absolutely. So definitely down the pipeline. of course. Also, knowing that we have the new update, Nether Quartz is going to be a fun thing to have and as a building block. But it's unfortunately we'd have to reset the Nether, and you know what? That's okay. I think resetting the Nether I'd be all right with, because it's going to be the same Nether, just untouched again. Resets all the glowstone, but it adds the Nether Quartz to it, so pretty cool. That'll probably be after the end rebuild or dress up, so to speak. The other thing I want to talk about is the villager trading. Now, I had a chance to play with that for about, I don't know, about 10-15 minutes. Kind of got the hang of it for a little while, and just excited about it overall, because the fact that we can get all these cool stuff without having to work too hard to get it. In the meantime, right now we got to finish our track and get that puppy going. Let's just do a quick recap of what that looks like. Bam. Yeah, see, that door works now. Make sure our door's shut here. We don't want them creepity creeps coming in. Those creepers, man, I tell you what, man, they just don't have any sound to them when they're coming up to you. It's just boom. Man, it's bad. Alright, so this is the progress so far we've had in here. We got our circuitry down the bottom, which has a crazy pulse extender, so that way when it's sending out signals to the track selector up front here, or the track switch, it allows us to retrieve it and call it when we need to. So that's all set up time wise. We just got to get this little station here built, as well as the one by the sugarcane farm. And let's see here, eventually I want to have a nice, not a big docking station, just something where if you come in, you go down, you get your sugarcane, you get back to the villager trader, and you just start trading with them villagers. Now, got some work to do here, and hopefully it doesn't take too long. I believe I have all the resources. It's just going to be grinding it out, putting it all together, putting the finishing touches on it, and then showing you guys the finished result. So without further ado, I'm going to get to work on this, and hopefully the next cut will see the finished product, and you guys will be happy with it. All right. On a side note here, lo and behold, we have an update to our cows. Baby cows now are 1 block tall. Look at them, jumped right off. So our little cow farm here will have to get rebuilt. Unfortunately, it's just going to have to be the case, because, you know, we like our steak, and it replenishes us very cleanly and very full after a few steaks, so we're happy about that. So, alright, going to have to do a redesign on this, and a little bit more efficient in that way we can make sure we have them. Now, I guess I could just add another block to the bottom here, and then that way, let's see if I have any half slabs. I don't, but that way we could still technically breed them in a sense and then kill them. We just have to make this room 1 block or a half block smaller so we can get close in, retrieve our steak, our leather, and take care of business from that. So, alright, we'll look for that in hopefully the next project, because we got to make sure we have an ample food supply to keep us going. In the meantime, I finished, I want to say like 80% of our track. So let's head over there and we'll take a quick look at our new track leading to the sugarcane farm and the future trading of the villages area. Yeah, we'll just, you know what, we won't cutscene. We'll just use all the tracks. We'll show off what we got. We have our sugarcane farm. We got our track leading in. We got 3 stops for it, and I'm pretty happy with it. So let's take a walk up in here. You can see this is our war room if you haven't seen it yet. It's pretty cool. And our minecart elevator going up, which is great because stairs take up a lot of space, and I wanted to utilize as much as possible. So still a little bit of housekeeping here with some decorating, and oh, see, we gotta finish that. But all electronics working. So we have our villager trading, we have our sugarcane farm, we have our call button. So we'll hit our call button, and the cart should come back to us hopefully. and we can take a trip down the track. Here we go. So let's take a trip to the sugarcane farm and show you what we've done there. So we have our little docking station, pretty simple, little glass roof coming down to a staircase here, little terrace so you can look out and enjoy the view. And then, by the way, if you haven't seen the sugarcane farm in action, we're going to see it again. This thing harvesting, and look at them all fall. God, that's a lot of sugarcane. I think I have way too much in stash right now, and well, more the merrier. You can see some of them still kind of derp out a little bit. Nothing really I can do about that. That's just all about the game dynamics. Some of the features of this, if you haven't seen it before, if the cart has been, you know, called back for another player, so if I'm setting it back to Maverick's base, they use the cart and I wanted to call it back, simply just hit the callback button and the cart will come back to us. And we'll see in the distance, there it comes. So pretty simple system of repeaters and track switching to allow us to make sure we can come to this area and vice versa. So even here you can head to one of the two directions from that. Pretty cool. So we're just going to clean this all up, make it not as ugly as it is now, put that lipstick on a pig, as we like to say, and we'll cut back to that when this is all finished. Well guys, here we are. We have finished off the track, and here we are sitting in our cart looking at our little station here, and let's pop out, just take a quick peek up at it. Very simple. I kind of like the design and I think it works well. We got our little radio towers at the top showing that kind of matches that side of the building there. I think eventually I want to put something similar that way, but let's wrap up this video. Let's take a ride down back to the base and through the tunnel and just check it out. Pretty happy with it. Had to do some mining to collect some of the resources in it, but there we go. Nicely dressed up, pretty happy. Had to go find a lot of lapis to finish these grates here, but I think it really accents the room well, along with how everything kind of flows in here with the pumpkins, with this spruce wood that's at the top, believe it or not. And I think I might add some paintings along here on these to just break up the overall pattern that the pumpkins put out for that. And I kind of threw just a little bit of design here. Don't want to break it to open the tunnel. So, alright guys, I want to thank you all for joining. You know, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. We'll get some more videos out to you guys, and we appreciate it. Thanks again, and we'll talk to you guys later. I'm going to go for another ride.